All right, Leo, welcome in, Leo. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Glad that you're here. Glad that you're back, right? I hope everybody's doing well. Leo energy. Time is fluid, energies is fluid. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest, Leo. Okay? Everybody's welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Real talk. I do appreciate you guys' support. Okay? Appreciate it. Look here, cars want to fly everywhere for Leo. Leo energy. We're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck, Leo. All right, to see what possible blockages need to be cleared from the energies. All right. Clear the energy for Leo. Let's see. Declare and Decree deck. Let's see what needs to be cleared. See what we have for Leo. Leo, unhealthy relationships, friendships, situationships, associations need to be cleared. Anything unhealthy concerning connections, unhealthy connections need to be cleared. Especially if you know that a person not all the way right with you, you need to stop investing in them, your time, your energy, right? You need to cut ties with people that don't mean you any good. It could be a work situation. It could be a lover. It could be fake family members. It could be fake friends. People that you're noticing don't have your back. People that make nasty comments. People that make sarcastic type of comments. People that may say things that are selfish, not seeing your point of view or not thinking of you or, just being self-absorbed. When you see these things and you realize these things, pay attention to what you feel. Pay attention to what people show you. It's not words, it's actions. Right, Leo? You are a fire sign. You are a sign of action. That action-oriented element of fire. So burn it out. And that's what this is about. Burning and releasing, okay? So all unhealthy relationships, friendships, associations are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down and you would burn it. Okay, we want to release that energy. All contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down, Leo, and you would burn it. Some of you could be trying to invest in starting your own companies, own businesses. This is what this is about. Breaking those contracts of bondage and slavery. And that means working for other people. Can't take time off when you need to. Can't tend to your business when you need to. Can't take care of yourself when you need to. Not making enough money, the money that you're actually worth, right? You only get enough to keep coming back, right? But it's never enough to make everything complete, fulfill everything that needs to be paid at all times, right? You got to keep giving your time for money, right? Trading time for money, right? So that's an energy that does need to be cleared because that's what they call modern day slavery, okay? So Leo, take that as it resonates. If you do not feel that resonated for you, that is fine. I am not here to pressure anyone to do anything that they're not at ease about doing, okay? If you don't feel comfortable with the burning and releasing, that is definitely okay. You have free will, all right? So Leo, like I said before, energies are fluid. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. For those of you who may be trying to start something new for yourself, you may be trying to get business off the ground. There may be some conflict going on about it. Maybe some people you cannot trust. That's why that Declare and Decree deck is saying release things that you know and feel, or you're starting to realize how people are with you. People don't want to see you move forward. They may not want to see you do better than them. You may have bosses that may want to hold you down in the workplace. People that don't want to see you get a promotion or pay you what you are worth. You may be investing yourself quite a bit in the workplace, and you may be giving all you can give. You could be a manager. You could be a supervisor. You could be a person that's in charge of projects, and they don't want to pay you what you're worth. And you're deciding you're going to start your own business. It could be anything that you want to start for yourself. You see, the companies, the employers, they'll use you, of course, right? So there could be conflict going on, about what it is you do for as career, what it is that's going on in your work area, your energy of career of not working for other people but creating your own. Okay? So that could be a situation here for someone. You will be able to connect with people of like mindsets, and you will be able to sort out connections that are for you and connections that are not for you. Okay, Leo? So let's see what we have for you here. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Yeah, somebody's heading in another direction. Two of Wands. Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Something could be delayed, but it will not be denied. Okay? You have the King of Pentacles, justice in your favor, Leo. And then you have the Eight of Swords. So you feel like you're stuck in something. Something feels stuck to you. It's an illusion. You're not stuck, but it feels as if that you are. Okay, you could be trying to juggle finances or just balance out your finances, balance out your workspace, balance out your living space. You could be making changes to your living space, okay? Throwing out things, spring cleaning, whatever that is, balancing out your mental space, balancing out your emotions, your finances, your thoughts, trying not to overthink, trying not to feel stuck. We're trying to balance right now. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay? There's something you feel like you might be stuck in. For some of you, you could feel like you're stuck in some type of contract that you'd like to get out of. It could be a contract that you're dealing with concerning a home space that you could be renting. You know you can't rent this space because it's not worth it anymore. They keep going up on the price and they're not fixing anything. Justice will be served and made fair in your favor. Justice will be made fair in your favor. Things will balance out. If someone has some type of court issue, this court issue will turn out for the best. You may feel like there may be some contracts that you may have to sign. Okay. It will balance things that will balance things out as well. It may be a decision you may have to make. Okay. But like I said, with the Three of Cups, beware of people. Watch and observe people's body languages, the things they may say. You may have to pay attention and read between the lines, or read things when it comes to contracts as well. Read. Make sure you read, especially things that are written in small letters. Look at those things. If you have a lawyer, get a lawyer to look over contracts for you, to help you so you can see the benefit of how the contract may work in your favor, or things you may not know that could cause a hang up or a delay with the Hanged Man. Okay? But there's opportunities coming in. That's why I know that the resources, right, and the opportunities will be provided regardless of the people that you could be dealing with that may not be good for you in business, may not be good for you in the workplace or in relationship. Okay? So there's a lot going on here. All right, Leo, when it comes to business, when it comes to direction in life, okay? And I feel like also when it comes to stability, all right? So stay grounded as much as possible, okay? So I feel like here in the past, you could have felt very much grounded and basically had just your ducks in a row here with the King of Pentacles energy and the Knight of Pentacles. The energy of being grounded, okay? And like I said, there's a direction with the Two of Wands that will bring justice to you, or will be your justice to go in that direction of life, or the decision that you choose. It may depend upon the decision that you choose after you find this balance. Okay? Because in the past, it looked like there was balance. And it could have been too, Leo, that someone may have slipped into your energy and caused this disbalance. And it not a disbalance, an imbalance. I don't think disbalance is a word, so y'all don't hold me to that. I really don't think disbalance is a word. I think imbalance is more like it. So for some of you, you could have had an energy of a King of Pentacles that may have been in your energy, Leo, male or female, okay, watching. And this person could have come in and caused you to feel this imbalancement as well, okay? And the reason why I say that is because the Lovers is here, all right? Gemini energy, Taurus energy, Libra energy, okay? Pisces energy. So it could be that someone came in and brought this imbalancement into you. This may not be an energy of your own, right? It could have been someone who caused this. With the Lovers being here, then you have judgment. Yeah, a judgment has been called. Awakening has happened. So it's like this person even caused, even though they may have caused imbalancement in your energy, you call judgment on it. It's like you stopped it right at the front door here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So you have the Five of Cups here and the Three of Pentacles as well. With the Two of Cups, yeah. Six of Wands along with the Six of Swords. Yeah. Someone came in and caused an imbalancement with you, Leo. And so it's like there's a whole new path to you, or should I say a whole new path for you that awaits for you, right? That you must choose, that's going to be considered a new beginning for you. Because you're dealing with someone that could be very prideful, very much egotistical as well. They operate from their ego and they're very prideful. Someone that may have came in and gave you a lot of attention, made you feel quite complete. They may have, yeah. You could be dealing with a air sign or a water sign, possibly earth sign, okay? Earth sign energy here quite a bit. Stay grounded, Leo, whatever you do. Someone brought disappointment in, okay? Someone brought disappointment to you, uncertainty, and may have made you feel a little insecure as well. But it could have been to where this could have been someone that came in with some broken promises. I never make a promise that I can't keep. Is that Cisco? Never make a promise that I can't keep. So someone may have possibly even came in, Leo, and brought, like I said, imbalancement, making promises and, saying that they were the one for you, even made you energetically feel like they were the one for you with the Lovers being here. And the Two of Cups, you may have felt like this person was the one for you, or maybe that's what they represented. But the thing is, what you dealt with, you were faced off with their representative, apparently, because with all these swords here, Leo, there are only 2 cups on the board so far. This person may have been someone that's pretty much self-absorbent as well, who just loves your attention. May have came in and showered you with gifts, made promises, made you feel like they were it for you. Probably even offered to help you start business or help you to invest in a business or something or grow a business. And I feel like they brought disappointment with the Five of Cups energy. I felt like they brought disappointment. And this caused an imbalancement with you. Two of Pentacles. You were juggling, or you had to do a lot of juggling here. And this could have also been someone who juggled you as well. Okay? But they caused this 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords situation. As 14 swords, okay? So within 14 swords, that tells me that there's definitely been a betrayal here. There's definitely been a separation as well, and there's been some lies and heartbreak. Okay? So you could have been working on trying to get away from someone or move away from them in silence as well, because of third party energy concerning this Three of Cups. Okay? And you moved away from this. I guess after setting yourself free of the 8 of Swords, you moved away. You took 6 of those swords and made a move. Okay? But what you're moving toward is opportunities. And you may be making a decision on changing what you do for as work or career. Because like I said, you could be trying to grow your own business, or just starting a new type of career, going into something new with the Page of Pentacles. Starting something new. Learning something new. Learning real estate. Learning how to be a notary. Learning how to be an investigator. You're learning something concerning, I want to say concerning law, but it could also be concerning real estate. It could be concerning insurance. It could be concerning anything that it takes to earn some type of license or a degree. Some type of certification, okay? Brings in a lot of opportunity for you, but it also brings about a lot of change as well. Okay? A lot of changes. Maybe even changes that are unexpected, but I feel like they're positive changes, because I also feel like even though this brought change to you, you may have felt like you could trust this person in the beginning. With the King of Cups, you could be dealing with the water sign, a Pisces energy, okay? But this person could have came in and they were very loving towards you, very giving towards you in the beginning. Someone who may have felt like, made you feel like they could solve all your financial problems. They could show you business, teach you the business. This may be a thing that this person promised to do. Work with you in business, teach you something about business, teach you something new on how to earn income, teach you something new about how to grow or start business. It may be something that they came in with because this is something that they're good at. This is something they could be getting paid from, or they make money here. They're business oriented. They know how to grow businesses. They know how to invest with the King of Pentacles. But this is also somebody who could have already been involved with another as well, and that was something that they may have chose not to disclose to you. Okay, that's a possibility here with the Lovers. Okay. I just get someone may have made some broken promises of, and may have did some love bombing, right? Giving you things, buying you gifts, making you feel like, they were for you, they had your back, they were on your side, on your team, and you never knew this person had other things they were not saying and being honest about, or upfront about, being direct about, like hidden third parties and conflict with other people that they were involved with, stuff like that, okay? And this is something that I feel you are definitely going to put an end to. And this is something, it also may have hurt you. 3 of Swords energy, 10 of Swords energy. It may have been a betrayal, but it also would be something that helped you to push forward. It brought about change within you, awakening as well. It brought about change. It awakened you to your possibilities of being able to move forward and choose another direction. I'm not stuck. You may be in a commitment or was in a commitment with this person, but it was nothing that you, I feel, was bound to. I don't feel like you were bound to it. It could have been some sort of commitment to where there was no actual marriage or vows exchanged, no marriage license. but it could have been somebody you were involved with as far as relationship. Okay, you may have had an awakening. It's a possibility. It just woke you up to what was real for you. Okay, you need someone that is mature enough to keep their word, tell you the truth, be honest, be forthcoming, right? Be direct, not someone who's prideful and use their money to get what they want with people or manipulate, okay? But you saw this person as the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups and the Lovers, you had a lot of love for this person. You felt grounded with this person. You felt secure with this person. This is what it was in the past. But that's no longer. You're moving away from them because of all this sword energy. And this is not somebody who wear their feelings on their sleeve, but they do have those hidden feelings. But they also, I feel, may have had some hidden people too that they were dealing with that you didn't know anything about. Okay, yeah, here you go. Seven of Cups. Absolutely. Okay. Ten of Cups. Now here's all the cups. Now this person wants to come in for some reason. Knight of Swords. They have something they want to say. Oh wow, Five of Swords. Yeah, you're dealing with you. Oh no, Queen of Cups, the Fool, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. You definitely have new beginnings, okay, Leo? Definitely you have new beginnings. But the new beginnings don't include this person. This person was definitely someone who was a manipulator and a gaslighter. They definitely someone who would come in and shower you with gifts and blind the heck out of you with those gifts. Look at me, I'm a shiny new toy. I got all this money. I can take you wherever you want to go. We can go wherever you want to go. We can do whatever you want to do. You can have whatever you like, right? You can have whatever you want. It's on me, baby. Right? Mr. Sam Wah. And you were in your Queen of Cups energy when you dealt with this person too. They could have been very nurturing in the beginning. You know how it goes. You know, it's always good in the beginning, right? You get to know someone, they look all fly and tidied up and fresh, right? Driving that nice Mercedes, got all that Gucci on, you know, smell good, wearing that Rolex, you know, clean cut, not an average guy, right? Or gal. Whatever whatever fits. If it fits, go ahead with it. If it does not fit, leave it where it is. This person was somebody who came in flashy, very flashy, King of Pentacles. But they may have showered you and blinded you with what they had to give, with their money. You know, everything looked real shiny and good with what this person could provide for you. And they may have promised to help you in many ways financially and be that provider. But that's not the way it worked here. This person was self-absorbed and they have a lot of pride, okay? But I feel like you have some kind of victory. This person could have promised that they wanted this Ten of Cups, you know, energy with you, this dynamic with you. But it's impossible for this person to want this Ten of Cups when they got all seven of these cups they keep on playing around with, which may have even kept you a little confused. Because why? You got the Seven of Cups, but then you also have the Eight of Swords. That's feeling stuck. That's feeling confused. And feeling like maybe there's no way out of this, or, you know, how do I cut this person off? How do I move away from this person? Because what they're showing me is surface level energy. What they're showing me is not authentic. They're showing you what they have. They're showing you their money, what they have to work with, what they can buy you, and promising to provide the rest. Okay? But apparently that's not what happened here with all these swords. You had 14 swords. 14 reduces to a number 5. This brought a lot of change in your life for whoever this is resonating with. This person came in with a lot of options. This person is a betrayer. Like I said, the 14 of swords, that's 7 swords of deception. That's 3 swords of heartbreak and 10 swords. Okay, you got all these swords. This person didn't mean you no good. That's all it is to it. Whatever they were promising was nothing but more than a lie. And that means you had to decide to choose yourself for, you know, a better path. You had to choose to I feel, leave this person behind. With judgment, you had to choose. And I feel like you did choose. You chose to move away from them. And after you moved away, they started watching your every move. After you moved away from them and freed yourself from this Eight of Swords energy, they started watching. Okay? But I feel like this is not something you're going to go back into, because you have new beginnings with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You have new beginnings here already. So you really don't need to waste time with this person. And I feel like what you did was with the Lovers, more than likely you chose to move past this person. Two of Wands, you chose to go in another direction. That was judgment. Judgment being called there. That is a energy of intervention, because it's awakening. Okay? And yeah, this person possibly made you feel like they were your Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles energy. That's how they made you feel, but that's not what I feel like you ended up with. It could have all just been a front with the Five of Swords. Change, five, another five. It could have all just been a front, okay? Somebody who made you think they wanted some things that they really didn't want. Maybe they tried to, love bomb you to get in good with you for some reason. It could have been something, whatever they were trying to use you for. Your energy, your sex, your time, your love, your affection. Because this is somebody who also may love attention with the Six of Wands. Love your, attention seeker. Right? Very prideful, egotistical attention seeker. Someone who wanted you to take a leap of faith with them, but you're taking a leap of faith in another direction. Two of Wands, okay? This is your leap of faith. And it's going to make you happy too. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Something new, something fresh. Whatever was hidden other than that, with this person, they were dealing with other people. Of course, Seven of Cups, absolutely. All these swords, absolutely. It was a betrayal because it turned out that it was lies. Just purely lies, okay? That's it. Period. So you just have a decision to make to continue moving on from this person. That's how I feel here. This is what I'm saying. Right. You continue to protect yourself from this person. You may have picked up on some red flags when you first got involved with this person as well. Somebody who may like to, not only be manipulative verbally or say ugly things to you, or make you feel like you were smaller than them, or they were better than you. Whatever they call themselves doing, you ended up blocking this person out. Maybe you picked up on all the love bombing and whatever they like to do, but also realized that they were for the streets at the same time. With this Seven of Cups energy and this Eight of Swords energy, along with all these swords. The truth is, this person basically was a show off or for the streets. They were not for you. They were not for building with you, but that's what was promised here in the past. Even if you did end up living with this person, even if you were in a real commitment with this person, they weren't in a real commitment with you. Not with this Seven of Cups here and all these swords. No, I don't feel like that's the case here. Five of Swords as well, that's more swords. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 swords. 19 reduces to a 10. 10 is what? The number of beginnings as well as the number of endings. And I feel like this is something you had to put an end to. You had to decide to put an end to it. But they are definitely watching you with the Page of Swords. They could be speaking negatively about you as well to people, with the Three of Cups being here and these Wands being here. There could be behind the scene conflict, because this person could be speaking negatively about you, saying that you only wanted money from them, or saying that it was, you were the problem, they were not, and all this. Maybe they felt like you were too much work, it was too much to do, or, they would feel like the relationship wouldn't be easy, it'll be hard or whatever. They saying something negative about the situation to where it highlights you as the problem. That's the point. Okay? Definitely a manipulator that you had to walk away from. Eight of Cups. Definitely a manipulator. Some of you, they may have tried to talk you into marriage. Okay? But this person disappointed you. And now they will be disappointed. They're going to experience whatever they did to you, Leo. That will definitely be this person's karma. Okay? That's a definite. Okay. Yeah, this person could be coming in a very fiery type of energy or trying to come in an energy. But I feel like also you already separated yourself from this person. So you could be dealing with someone new or you could meet someone new. Okay? But this person was someone who was full of themselves. Let's just say that. Because they're here as the King of Pentacles. And I feel like there's a King of Wands energy that they may embody, being all, action oriented, trying to come back in and do their little old, sexy dance. They want some more sexy time or something like that. But I don't see it happening. I really don't. They could also want to communicate with you again. I feel like you may have blocked this person completely out with the Seven of Wands energy. I feel like you blocked them completely out. Cut them off even. Like you're not talking to this person. So they could try to come at you some kind of way in a very hostile way, should I say? Very impulsive like, but you're in your high priestess energy, see? They're going to try to come in as this King of Wands, but you're in your high priestess energy, so you can see right through them. You already know what's going on with them. That, if this is somebody you allow to communicate back with you, it's just simply, it'll be them wasting their time. I could say that. Now you have the Emperor showing up out here. You have the Chariot as well. You could have, like I said, you could have had to move out away from this person. You may have moved house, had to leave, decided to, totally move away from this person. Six of Swords. And the Chariot, totally move away from this person. They could low-key be a little envious of you as well because you are a go-getter energy. You're Leo, you fire, right? So you're very action-oriented. And if you see something's not working for you and you wake up to the fact, judgment, you wake up to the fact that this person is inauthentic, they're just a front, they just, trying to use you, or they're trying to just be in your energy, to siphon your energy. Whatever reason they're around and splurging or exploiting, their finances and showing off about what they have and whatever they got going, for whatever reason that they're doing that, you're not with it. Let's say that. You see the truth for what it is and you're going with the flow of leaving it behind. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, and this person is definitely trying to hold on to you with the Four of Pentacles energy. I feel like they're trying to hold on to your energy, or they're still within your energy. Some kind of way, yeah. They're still in your energy. Trying to come back as a temptation. They're still in your energy. This is somebody that could have also been very controlling or just want control, okay? They want to control you as a person. And you could have also been dealing with two different people that you may have had to separate from as well, Leo. You could have had to separate from a Taurus. You could have had to separate yourself from an Aries, okay? Yeah, you could have had to separate yourself from more than one lover here. Because you're dealing with some toxic people. Lovers, so-called friends, so-called family members. Low key, you're dealing with some toxic people. But you're walking away from it as well. The King of Swords is here. Is that the Knight of Swords? I said King of Swords. So more than likely, you're cutting people off. Let's just say that. You're realizing what's what, who's who, and you're shutting it down. Especially with the Eight of Cups. But you got people who they want to argue, they want to be in conflict, they want to be back in your energy here. And that's not going to work for my Leo. It's not going to work. You could be dealing with the air sign, like I said. It could be a water. It could be any sign because water is here. Pisces energy is here. Okay? Cancer energy is here. Twice. Two of Cups, Chariot. Then you have Taurus is showing up here. Capricorn is showing up. Aries is showing up. Okay? Pisces energy is showing up twice as well. So take it how it resonates for you. You could be dealing with any sign. Aquarius is showing up and Gemini is here as well. Okay? So you could be any sign. You could be dealing with any sign. But these people, you could be moving away from two lovers. Very toxic. Very toxic. You could be moving away from someone you have children with. Doesn't have to be, but it's showing up here in the energy, okay? And definitely third party energies. It's like you're doing away with people who think that they can underestimate you and undervalue who you are, the way you are, your character, your love, your gift of giving, your respect, all that good energy that you may have that you don't mind investing to have the security of a family, to have that family dynamic, that commitment, that nice home, that all the tangible things, the commitment, the children, the home, the finances. You're willing to build that when you're not finding people on that same frequency as you, Leo. You're getting to the point where you see it, you cut it out. You see it, you shut it down because that's not what you want anymore. All the games and the deception and tit for tat and playing around in other people's energies and giving yourself away to other people, dealing with lovers who want to sleep around and be promiscuous and be for the streets. You may be shutting the door on people like this. Period. Overall, male or female, whether it's same sex or not, you could be shutting the door on these energies, getting rid of these toxic lovers. I feel like you're getting rid of toxic lovers, toxic people, fake people, people who are surface level people. They're only surface level. They're not authentic. They're superficial and they're fake. This is what I feel like you're getting rid of. That's how I feel. And you have people who want to hold on to you. Okay, Three of Cups. You have people who want to hold on to you, but these are the people that will put you in third party. These are the people that would have you in conflict. Okay? And this is what you're putting an end to. This is what you're bringing an end to. Okay? Page of Cups is here. I feel like you're just bowing out respectfully. No apologies needed. I feel like it's like you're very, in a way, unapologetic about the decisions that you're making. Because you see your ships coming in elsewhere. You're focused on something better. You're focused on making life better for yourself. You're focused on making some type of possible legendary business that can go on for generations. These are the things you're focusing on that are considered to be long term. Okay? You're focused. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to go. And you also understand that you have to be in an energy to receive. This is an energy to receive. Three of Wands. I want to say Three of Swords. And see, you're not standing for, or should I say, you're not going for that Three of Swords energy anymore. You're not letting anybody in your space who could have the potential to break your heart. You're not doing that anymore. That door is closed. That ship has sailed. Okay? So now you're focusing on what's true for you. Future. Foundation. Security. authentic people, authentic connections, someone who's real, something real. Okay? You're focusing on someone who will be on the same page as you, but you're focusing on your future at the same time. No burdens. You're not letting anybody burden you down anymore. You're not doing that. You're going in another direction. You're staying focused. You know what you want and you're going after it. This is taking action. Okay, seeing your ships coming in elsewhere, away from toxic people, people who are not realistic, people who are not authentic. They're fake people. And that's why you're dropping those burdens. And you're done. You're not interested in any of that anymore. Here's the King of Swords showing up at the bottom. You're cutting things out that no longer serve. Toxic lovers, toxic friends, toxic family members, toxic workplace, toxic co-workers. It's a lot of things that you're putting an end to because you do have new beginnings. And you're doing something you possibly have never done before. But where you're going is beautiful. It's beautiful where you're going. It's beautiful. Okay? And if you're waiting on any kind of finances to come through, I feel like justice is here. So justice will be made fair. Justice will be made fair in your favor. Okay? New beginnings, Ace of Cups. New love, new opportunities in jobs, in love, in business, right? In finances, generational wealth, right? Something new, Page of Pentacles, right? All the resources and opportunities that you need will be there. So that's why you're cutting off this devil energy. Two lovers. You're done with people who don't know what they want out of life. You're done with people who are for the streets and want to take you through the ringer and hold on to you and drag you with them. You're done with that. That's the energy you're done with, Leo. And I'm glad to see it, Leo. And I hope something was said that can help you guys, that can push you forward. I really hope that the messages resonated for you, for whoever's watching, okay? And I hope something that was said that can help you. That's the whole point of this, to give you a heads up, okay? To where you understand, okay, this is what the next step is. My intuition is telling me right. My intuition is showing me which way to go. My intuition is right. Time to move on, regardless of the conflict. No more burdens, no more lies, no more disturbances, right? Moving on to greater opportunities. Moving on to meet greater people. People of like mindset, partnerships, right? That are honest, true, trustworthy, right? That's what you're moving towards. And you know this is what you need to do. And that's why you're doing it. And if you are doing these things, I feel like you should just keep your business to yourself. Move in silence as much as possible. Okay? Someone may be very envious of you, Leo, because they feel like you are very unpredictable to an extent. And this is something that someone does not like. This could be a baby's father. This could be a family member. This could even be a co-worker, to where people try to be in your business. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah, I don't know why that came out. It's like it came out as a big visual. Somebody dealing with the Scorpio. But you can gain your ground again. And I feel like that's exactly what you're working on. Gaining your stability, your security. Because you feel like, if I can't get that with a partner, I'll get that shit by myself. I'll do it on my own if I have to. Nobody's going to stop me from my peace. Nobody's going to stop me from my wealth. I deserve to have the best. Some of you have raised your children by yourself on your own, man or woman. The other parent, they did their own thing and left you to do all the work. Yeah, of course. You're going to feel like you deserve. Yes, you do deserve it. Yes, you do deserve for things to be made fair. Yes, you do deserve your stability, your security. Yes, you do deserve to have true love, a real partner that supports your dreams, supports how you feel, supports your goals, and want to help you to achieve that. Not be in competition with you. Not lie to you and make broken promises while they're dealing with other people on the side. We're looking for an exclusive relationship, a real true commitment where two people can see eye to eye and they want to walk down this road together. Okay, Leo? So, yeah, keep moving forward. Keep moving. You did the right thing. This decision that you made was the best decision you probably have made in a very long time, because I feel this energy of you being fed up. That's you being fed up. Enough is enough, right? No more toxic people. No more. No more. Done. Done. Everything new. Okay, Leo? So until next time, take care.